Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Ekmak. This is, once again, another little tidy up episode for Disgaea 4 as I try to find enough grinding to actually get started on what I'd like to do. So for a start, we're going to the campaign manager again. We're going to call the Senate using Lucinda. She is now level 137. It's kind of crazy. What she's going to do is reincarnate herself. I need to turn down the music because for some reason it's very loud in my ear. We're going to reincarnate her. Now, there's a lot of things we could reincarnate her into. Like, perhaps she could be a cleric, or really, she could be just about anything. We've got plenty of options. But obviously there's only... have I made a bone dragon yet? I'm not sure I have. Or maybe I have and I just haven't used them, but... No, we're still going for Wind Mage because... Well, for a start, it's iconic. But also there's the fact that, we aren't done with learning wind spells from her. We've learned everything except the very highest tier of wind spell. Now, here's the thing. The reincarnation inheritance rate. This is how many of her levels will carry over. So if we go for 1 mana for good for nothing, then she gets a -3, but also only gets 48 levels. Well, hang on. I guess 48 is how high she already hit. So 45%, 55%, 65, 75, 85, 95. She will carry over 95% of her current levels if she reincarnates as a genius. Rather handy. And since she's 137, that should be enough to get past the 100 reincarnation levels.
Please! Don't here! It's magic! Yeah!
Yeah, it was Daring Green Mage. And we still want her to be Lucinda. She can carry over a lot of bonus levels though. These will determine... Hang on, where am I going with this? Her base stats will determine her latest stats. In fact, let me go back to scratch here. So, let's look at what her stats are at the moment. And I'm actually grabbing the snip and sketch so I can copy them over. She has intelligence of 1600. Now granted, a lot of this probably comes from her equipment right now, but we'll ignore that for now. Back to the reincarnation. I mean, we could always make her a Star Mage if we really wanted to, but... it's iconic. So, we have 12 points to throw around. $30 in SP, 30 in intelligence. And as you can see, she has quite a lot to fall back on. She has Wind, Mega Wind, Giga Wind, Omega Wind, the brand new Terra Wind spell, expect to see that this episode. Blink Out, sadly we haven't been able to get much success rate on. Not all of the tower skills, but a few of them. Energy Potion, and this weird one that we can't boost, Elemental Burst. Effect depends on SP, uses all her SP. No element, range of 3. But yeah, as we can see, she's got 114 in attack, 86 in hit, 463 in intelligence, 490 in resistance. That SP is massive. But to be fair, a lot of that is coming from her equipment. Go to Chara World build can now be passed. So, first of all, here's how I've been doing some grinding. Forest of Corpses. As you can see, I've got quite a few kills on this. I've actually set the enemy levels, so all the enemies here are level 75.
I'll show you!
The bulk of the experience goes to Lucinda, but I can get some experience to a tower of allies over here, headed by Valvatores. we'll get into that, what's up with that in a bit once I just, well, grab people.
Watch this! Yeah!
As you can see, she is missing quite a bit of health, presumably because of her being newly reincarnated and then suddenly having her equipment. Nanti is going to stand here, defend. Maybe I should have visited the hospital as well. And then just mobilize a whole bunch of people to stand around, I guess.
God, bless me.
Now here's the thing, 526 magic probably isn't going to be enough to kill these ghouls in one shot, but we have secret weapons. We can use magic change weapons to give her that massive stat boost. So we could give her Spectre, or we could give her Rumina here. Since I'm worried about not being able to deal enough damage, it'll be Spectre. Two more to show. We have Volcanus out. We'll throw out Nicole, the captive blue mage, because that'll give us a tiny bit more. Anyway. And then I guess
Here
Athena.
I come.
Alright, so step 1.
Watch this!
3 people will lift these. Usually it's okay to stand here, but at this level it is not safe to stand there, so throw this, throw that, throw here. What am I forgetting? Am I forgetting? Yeah. I also need to go over to here and turn all my effects back on because you might want to see what these animations are like.
Slicey!
There it is!
How's that?
I thank you!
This is mine!
Turn you around like that, and enter. So, make sure that we hit defend here. Lift.
Here I come!
Throw. That will delete a lot of HP from the enemies because whenever a block you're standing on is destroyed, you take percentage damage based on how far you fall. It really knocks huge chunks out of their HP, leaving them easy pickings for whatever mages you have. Now then, as you can see, Lucinda actually hits them pretty damn hard for being level 1. Let's go for the Giga Wind just to make sure that we don't lose it. We want these guys to die because then the 3 at the back will rush forward and gather up where we can reach them. But also,
Here I go! Watch this!
Tower Shuttle. It's quite expensive, but it does deal... Well, it feels like it deals pretty random damage. Sometimes it says it can't kill, and it does. Sometimes it says it can kill, and it doesn't. Tower Shuttle is the strongest tower attack we can get in this game, and as you can see, it didn't quite one-shot this guy. Look at Lucinda! She now has 11,000 HP. She's level 38. So, end turn. This is where the problems start. Galvatores probably won't die to these guys, but they throw out a lot of poison. Yeah, he doesn't actually care that he's hitting his friends, he's just trying to take an attack from the back. The fact is, so let's go. Removal Skull has a chance of poison. Zombie Tornado, 3 squares in front of them. That's why we have to have Nanti use guard, otherwise they'll hit her and him. I keep forgetting that Nanti is a boy. But yeah, Nanti actually has somewhat low defense, but has good wind resistance. In fact, I think if I gave Windy Body, so it shouldn't deal too much damage if this guy decides to use Zombie Tornado, but even so, low defense, so got to be cautious with that. Fenric can come up here. And the fun thing is, because you have Spectre, you actually get more SP back, you get a lot of SP back each turn. Alright, Tower Shuttle once again. Oh yeah, and Nanti is basically here for 2 things. 1, recover HP of adjacent allies. Prevent ailments to adjacent allies. Galvatores cannot be poisoned while Nanti is here. This attack is like, so I can just skip that. Actually, can you reach that guy in the back? Yes, but it's not quite that much damage. Terra Wind, S rank. So, as a reminder, Omega Wind had an appearance from Hoyo? Was it from the... I cannot remember her name, Spice and Wolf character. So it was a summon that weirdly was also a crossover. Apparently Fire Summon, apparently Omega Fire is a reference to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is absolutely weird to me, but anyway, we'll throw out Terra Wind and see what this attack is like. And then Galvatores can follow up with the Tower Shuttle. Actually, maybe I should have done it the other way around to power level Lucinda. Yeah, we actually do want Lucinda to keep leveling up, don't we? Oh! So yeah, because we forgot to use the defend. I think we forgot to use the defend, which is why Galvatores took that hit. Tower Shuttle once more. Level up, level 49. Okay. And yeah, usually I can spice things up a bit faster than this, but I'm kind of trying to game the system here so that Lucinda gets the kills, which didn't work out there. Darn. Well, that's the end of that then. And for doing all that, Lucinda is now level 50, 808 mana, which isn't as nice as I was hoping for. But anyhow.
Are you ready?
I went to the campaign instead of where I wanted to go. Whoops. It always takes so long with the transmitting. I don't think anyone is playing this game anymore. So what is it? Get Neva to wear a swimsuit. Approval rate 99%. Strengthen item world's mini-maps. Interesting. Where's the stuff on the Chara world? 1000 mana. Okay, let's just see if we can get lucky. It's actually a pretty small crowd, isn't it? Hey up. We can bribe our way to this passageway. So then, question is, do we have the time? The reason we see that chest hanging over the head is because that's a level where a chest that we interrogated someone to find out about is at. Lord Val, we're now ready to access the Chara world. Chara world? Just like you can enter the item world inside an item, you can enter the body of your allies for the same purpose. By doing so, their hidden potential can be brought out. Aside from simply leveling up, talk to the Chara world leader at the base to get help. I'm the Chara worlder, dude! Nice to meet you, dude! The Chara world is much more brutal than the item world, but you can also gain much more. It's worth a challenge. It really must be worth it if you say so. Let's go give it a try. I kind of want to, but at the same time, I want to get more mana on Lucinda, so one quick run through here, once more.
I shall re-educate you!
I forgot to recharge his SP.
Brace yourself!
Okay, how much mana does she have now? 2007 isn't too bad. I can work with that. Make sure to heal up. And then also make sure to go talk to the cheat shop. Set them all the way back down to 0 because we want to be back at normal the difficulty for this. Chara World. Along with the wind, whenever it stirs, it suddenly awakens sleeping powers. That is the Chara World, dude! The Chara World is like the item world. It's a series of random dungeons. Similar to entering the item world of an item, the Chara World allows you to enter an ally character's body, dude! The main purpose of the item world is to level up items, while the Chara World is for powering up and raising characters. The item world is for items, the Chara World is for characters. Easy enough to remember, right, dude? So we could send just about anyone that we really want to. The level of the reincarnation determines how many times you can go in, and I believe these buffs will last. But you have to keep in mind, you don't want to pick your strongest character off the bat. This will be based off of their level, and there's also a chance of running into copies of yourself in the Chara World, so... Oh, but these expenses. I forgot these expenses. Movement, 5,000. Jumping power, 2,000. Counter hits, throwing range, crit rates, skill inheritance. Registered evil area, inherit from an area member. So you can use this to pick up skills or abilities from other people. Movement is probably the most important one. Unfortunately, Lucinda does not have the mana for that. Let's just go with jumping power so we can show what this place is going to be like. Welcome to the Chara World, dude! I see you're a Chara World newbie, so I'll teach you what you need to know. Tutorial Chara World Basics. Chara World is a random dungeon, much like the item world, dude. And like the item world, the main purpose for the Chara World is to raise your character level. There are only 10 stages. When all stages are cleared, the host of Chara World gets an aptitude bonus according to their level. On 9th stage lies a mystery room where you can improve the stat you choose before entering the Chara World, dude. You need mana to do this, but if you destroy all the geo blocks, you'll get a discount on the required mana here, dude. In addition, each time there's a team attack or you use a skill, and even with each turn, the ground will break away bit by bit, dude. Some geo blocks have unique effects too. For example, if you destroy a prison geo block on one level of the ground will be demolished. If you destroy a null geo block, all ground formations will be destroyed, dude. There's also good things about breaking the ground, dude, but that's for me to know and you to know how to find out. One more thing, if you want to escape the Chara World, you can use a missed against the exit. Good luck with conquering the Chara World! Deuces, bitch dude! So yeah, these guys are Lucinda's level, so she actually leveled too quickly. Maybe we should have been more careful. Gain more mana when defeating a character on the slot.
Take this!
Yeah, Lucinda got her level up too quickly. Now it's not safe for us to actually fight anything here.
Here's your punishment. Ha!
Snap, snap!
Perish! Ha!
Ah well, obviously I can't cover this whole thing in one episode, but interesting stuff, interesting stuff.
Your back is wide open.
Slicey.
Okay, this might be a problem. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Well, not greetings and salutations, yeah. We're at the end of the Chara world. We have a level 162 boss to take care of, though. Maybe if we absolutely dogpile everything onto it at once.
Slicey.
Those are some pretty beefy stats though. Light staff, camo clothes, bloody orb. It's not the same thing that we're wearing, okay. Even Terra Wind barely scratches her. It's so tempting. Oh, thank you for breaking that for me. We'll save Volcanus for very last, but... we defeated the Chara World President. I have to be fair, we were definitely coming to the end of our rope by the end of all this. Oh, that's what it was. The enemy turbo was boosting the Chara World President. Okay. We probably don't need to keep hitting those things, but I wanted to because it was fun. The annoying thing is that I feel like the Ali Rune class really wants to be a magic attacker, but all of their special attacks are considered physical. It feels backwards to me. Are you wind resistant? No, you're wind weak, it's just really bad. Save Lucinda's hit for last. we got, even though Lucinda had a dangerous number of levels to her, we actually got through the entire Chara world, clearing absolutely everything. So, we learned Saintly Aggression, nice. Defeated Heart Constitution boss 3 times, got 18 aptitude increases. Yeah, Lucinda's gonna be looking pretty cracked. But, although we also have to make up for people that got killed. What is that ability, actually? Increase normal attack by 100%. That's really lame. But actually, Lucinda is now, okay, I had the thing that I took earlier. She's still a little bit below the stats that she had as that boss. She's still a little bit behind in her stats compared with before reincarnation, but she is about 50 levels below what she was before, so she did actually get her stats up quite nicely. Although she only got 1 jumping power from that, that's not very impressive. Anyway, I now feel better. Now that I've shown off the Chara World stuff, I feel better about going back into the item world and grinding out to try and find that statistician because we need it. Although, again, that said, most of my characters are now pushing 40s, so I might as well jump into the main story and see what comes of that. Huh. But either way, until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around. 落ちましょう秘密の花